How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another preview. This is our biggest game yet of the season. It's absolutely gigantic. It's enormous. It's our biggest game of the season by far. If we can get a good result, meaning 3 points against Everton, look, there's only 7 games to be ticked off after that in the league. 4 of them are at home and 3 are away. So if we can get the win against Everton and then follow that through with another win against Bournemouth, look, I'm saying it now, that's a few fingers on the title already, because I'm pretty sure that Man City in the next 2 away games in West Ham and Chelsea will not collect maximum points. So if we can do our bit, I think the pressure will be gigantic. It will be huge, and it will be telling on Man City, because the gap should hopefully be bigger by the time we go to Etihad, and hopefully that could be a dead game. Even if we get a draw, we know we've won the league. If City drop points in the next 2 and we win our next 2 and avoid defeat at City, it's as simple as that. It's huge. We need to turn up. It's about time where we put one of these teams away, especially at home. I know we've played a lot of games with a handbrake on and Arteta trying to get a result more than, make it entertaining and fascinating for the neutral. He's not here to entertain you lot. He's not even here to entertain me. He's here to do a job, yeah? He's on the payroll for Arsenal, and he's there to do a job for the Cronkies. Yeah, obviously for the fans, we want to see that title. But for him, it's coming to work and getting results. It's as simple as that. The beauty and the fascination and the entertainment comes after. But at the minute, I would rather us get results than entertain the whole world. We're not here to entertain anyone. We are really not. We're here to get results. It's a results business. It's as simple as that. I wanted to put it out there. So look, like I said, it's a massive game. We've got to get the 3 points, nothing else. We can put the pressure on City. By the time they play at West Ham, it'll be 10 points. And yes, 2 games in hand, but, with the way they, fell through against Madrid on Wednesday, it's quite telling, the fact that, if you go at City, you've got a big chance. And a lot of teams, unfortunately, don't want to do that. They want to just, sit back. But if you go against City, you can hurt them. You could. Rodri's not the same. A lot of their players are not the same. But look, for us, we've not got any more injuries. A lot of our players did look a bit tired. We'll get into that. We'll get the team line up and we'll preview it as best as we can. Now, first of all, the return, well, it's not a return leg, but the other fixture, which was at the Everton Stadium, I think it was January or late December. They had a few players in the AFCON, or maybe 1 or 2. I know Injay was there. Idrissa Gueye may have been at the AFCON as well. Dewsbury Hall was injured, and I'm not sure if Dwight McNeil was playing as well. But they had a couple of injuries, and we won with a courtesy of a penalty from Victor Gyökeres. It was a pressure penalty, and we managed to shut the back door. So it's as simple as that. The only thing I'd say is Everton have played 14 away games so far, and they've won 7 of them. So they've got a 50% win record away from home, and that's quite good because there's not many teams above them on that away record, apart from obviously us, Man City. I don't think Man United are up there. Maybe Liverpool and one other team, but then it's Everton on away form. So this is an away game for them. And look, it's going to be one thing on their mind. It's to get tight, make the game last as long as possible, make the set pieces count, and, give it 5-10 minutes, try and go for it if it's 0-0. One of them. But for us, it's about getting a job done early. If we get the job done early, there's no way for Everton to even come back into the game. I want to see something convincing this weekend where we're actually taking the game to Everton and we're not under the pressure of going for a title. Just play with our shoulders dropped, chest out, head up, and just get a result. It's as simple as that. There's no need to be fearing the likes of Everton and that. I want to see a fast start. But Everton's team that last played was like 13 days ago. We've played 3 games since then. Jordan Pickford was in net, Jake O'Brien, Tarkowski, Jared Brathwaite, and Mikalenko. And then they've got Idrissa Gueye, James Garner, Dwight McNeil, Dewsbury Hall, Iliman Ndiaye, and Beto. So it's not a bad counter-attacking team, that, because Dwight McNeil can find a pass. Ndiaye's got that bit of skill. Beto is obviously their finisher. Kiernan, Dewsbury Hall, sort of number 10, trying to pull the strings. And then they've got Idrissa Gueye and James Garner, above the back four. So about for us, it's about breaking them down early. We can break them down and let them come out a bit, get that second goal and third, hopefully. And I think that's a job well done. Then we can focus on the Bayer Leverkusen game on Tuesday. It's a massive game. I believe Everton, will come and have a go when it's possible. They ain't going to roll over, but they will be very defensive. It's as simple as that. Now, in terms of the head-to-head, the last 8, we won, like I said, the previous fixture 1-0 away with a Victor Gyökeres penalty. Last season, we drew 1-1 at Everton and drew 0-0 at Arsenal. Previous to that, we won 3 in a row, 2-1, 1-0, 4-0, and we lost 1-0 in 2023. I think it was Sean Dyche's first team, and it was a managed bounce, and it was difficult. And I think they scored from a set-piece corner, Tarkowski, and it was quite difficult. But then the reversed fixture, the second leg, we put 4 past them in a month later, and it was well deserved. I mean, Everton didn't even come to play; they just came to, shut up shop, and then we took a few souls with Shang Tsung, and it was as simple as that. We need to do a few more. We need to have a good game like that again. It's as simple as that. We need to score a few goals and get the job done. Previous to that, we won 5-1, so we've got a good record. But when Arteta first did come, the record wasn't very good against Everton. He did lose a few and he was struggling to win. And if you have a look, the last 8 games, we've actually won 1, 2, 3, 5. So that's good. More than 50% of the games against Everton is winning now. And Everton has always been one of our, oppositions that managed to get a result against us here and there in recent times before 2022. So for us, it's about getting that win on the board. That is it. It's as simple as that. Nothing more than a win. We don't care how we do it. We don't care how we score. We don't care if it's an own goal, if it's a set piece, a combination of both. Just get the 3 points. That is all that matters. Now the lineup then for me, it's interesting because I've seen a few players, even though they had that 7 days rest from, the previous game from Brighton to Leverkusen, because we had Mansfield in between. There was a lot of tired legs out there, even though we made 10 changes. Martinelli was the only one who kept his spot. But David Raya plays for me. It's as simple as that. Top keeper, made another good save in Germany. We're going to go from left to right this time. Hincapié plays for me. I think he keeps his spot. I know he's played a lot of minutes and Calafiori's back, but Calafiori for me, I just can't risk him. Same with Lewis Skelly. I'm gonna play our best team. I know we got time. We've got to rotate and that, but we've just got to play our strongest now. Saturday, Tuesday, and then Sunday. Then we've got that break where hopefully we can recuperate and re-energise. So Hincapié starts for me. Gabriel Saliba have to play, and then I'm going to start Ben White instead of Timber. Timber for me, he's played so many games since that ACL in the last season and this season. He's been top, especially at the start of the season, but recently, although he's got a goal and assist here and there, he's come off the boil. In midfield, does Norgard come in or does Zubimendi keep his place? For me, I think it's probably a good game for Norgard this. It could actually be. But just because of that, relationship with Rice and Zubimendi at the minute, I'm going to keep them two together. It's a massive game. If it wasn't Everton and maybe it was, a Wolves, I'd put Norgard in there. But I don't want to take too many risks at the minute. Above him, it's Eze. I don't think Odegaard's back. I've not listened to Arteta's press conference if it's already been done. But for me, it's got to be Eze in the middle. Hopefully he can pull a few strings. It's about time he does. And then up top, is it Havertz? Is it Gyökeres? Is it Saka? Is it Madueke? Is it Trossard? Is it Martinelli? Listen, it's a flip of a coin. It's as simple as that. On the right, I've said a lot in a lot of my previews and a lot of my reactions at the start of the season that Saka's not been at the level that we need him to be. And a lot of people were criticising me for it and saying, am I okay and this and that. And now I see these polls where people are actually voting that Madueke should start more goals than Saka. I've been saying it since October. But for this game, I think Saka's got to turn a corner. And I'm going to give Saka the start just because of that, what he's capable of doing. I know Madueke's been sensational for us, the dribbles and everything. But if Saka doesn't turn up again, is going to be off, and then I'm pretty sure Madueke starts against Leverkusen. So for me, Saka, I'm going to give him another chance to start this game. I'm going to put Victor Gyökeres. I don't think Havertz's match fitness is ready for this game yet. And on the left, I'm going to put Trossard if he's available. No, in fact, I'm going to switch it a bit. I'm going to put Trossard on the left. No, Eze on the left, playing as a left winger, and Havertz as the number 10 in place of Odegaard, Eze, etc. Now, that's the team for me. I think it's quite dangerous. I know I said Havertz isn't as match fitness, but I think if he plays in those pockets, he can win a few duels, try and, make a pass, a chance for Gyökeres. I think he'll be ideal there. We're not relying on him to get a goal. We're relying on Gyökeres to get us a goal. The result, in terms of the result, the scoreline, I think we will win this comprehensively. It's about time we put one of these teams to bed early and, a 3-0, 4-0 victory, 4-1, whatever. And we're not, trying to protect a 1-0 lead in the 80th minute, 90th minute. I think we will do the job against Everton. It's about time that we do. I'm going to go for a 3-0 victory to Arsenal.